Good morning, Nick. This is Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Mate, thanks so much for your inquiry on our 2018 Nissan Navara, the black edition just sitting there in front of me. Mate, we're obviously Pacific Toyota here in Cairns, so we're lucky enough to have two massive big pre-owned yards here. I'm currently at 235 Mulgrave Road. You can even see our Toyota Lexus showrooms up the back there, service departments and drop-offs, just up the hill there. And like I said, we're lucky enough to have a massive big pre-owned yard at 77 Mulgrave Road as well. I do understand you're a little bit down south, but nothing to stress about. We send these things all over the country. Whole point of this video, basically just take through the whole car in a bit more detail, sort of any little marks, scratches I can find, I'm going to highlight them for you, send the service history and a few of the features as well. Mate, absolutely awesome car, being the black edition, they're absolutely jam full of features and extras and things like that. So they obviously got the genuine Nissan bonnet protector just here. There's just a little bit of dirt there. So pretty clean across the front. Just a tiny little sort of hairline, little scuff there. It's not quite through the paint, but it's just a tiny little scuff there. And another one just here as well. And that very, very clean. Mate, this thing is extremely cheap. Currently one of the cheapest in Queensland and one of the cheapest in Australia at only $49,990 drive away. But exceptionally clean down the driver's front guard here. A little bit of a mark just in the actual plastic again. It's not actually scratched into it, but it's just there. I figured I'd kick these wheels out for you too so you can see through those. So being the black edition again, you get these awesome black alloys. Stacks of tread left on these guys as well. Tiny little bit of dirt through there. Obviously a four-wheel drive like this, they're not just going to be spent on bitumen, but we're incredibly careful about the cars we do get. We go through absolute rigorous checks to be able to make it through our yard. So see little sort of stone chips just down the front there. If things like that are a concern for you, let us know. I'm sure we can talk to management and see if we can try and maybe get them touched up or something like that. You've also got your light bar across the front, tiny little scuff just there as well. Get the blacked out Nissan badge as well. And even underneath, very, very clean under there as well. Down to the passenger side, tiny little bit of peeling just on that sun damage on the actual wheel arch there, but very clean through those wheels. Doesn't look like any gravel rash that I can see. Again, stacks of tread left on these guys. Same sort of thing, a little bit dusty through there, but you can see through the wheel arch just how clean this thing is. Again, tiny little hairline one just there, but nothing too bad through the paintwork, that's for sure. So very clean across that roof line there as well. So no dents or anything through the bodywork as well. Shoot down here. A few little sort of fingernail marks on the passenger side, so people obviously the rings might have been caught on the door. Same thing just here. Just push this mirror in so we can get a bit of space. That's better. Not too bad through the very clean through the passenger side door card here, as well through the end of the car. Also got the airbag seats through the front row. Got the genuine Navara mats down the bottom here too, along with the cup holders, fitted dash mat, all that kind of thing we just leave on the car. All those accessories. Push that back for you too. All your logbooks, manuals, everything's all in there as well. And we've got the service history just here as well. So I'll just skip to the good stuff for you. So down in Von Bribra, so down in Ashmore, so serviced at the 3,000 kilometres 2019. And next one, 19,000 kilometres 2020. Next one is at 37,000 kilometres at 2021 in January. November 2021 at 51,000 kilometres, and then us at 64 this year. So, mate, absolutely fantastic service history. Can't ask for better than that, that's for sure. Pop that back in there for you. So, dealer services the whole way through, which is just even better. You can see yourself the inside of this car. It's just awesome. A couple tiny little marks on the roof, on the light areas, but nothing too bad. Keep moving around for you. Again, a little bit of a scuff. No, that one's come out with my finger, that's even better. But a little just sort of hairline ones that you kind of expect with your four-wheel drives. Again, just those fingernail marks on the inside. So the previous owner wore rings, things like that, that kind of nature. We've got the child locks on the back here of the both rear doors as well. central window locks, electric windows the whole way around, sorry. And a little bit of wear just on the actual plastic trim just here. I'd say for people either having their arms like that and potentially having a ring rub up against it, or they've potentially had things on the back seat that have rubbed up against there as well. Again, anything that comes with the car, we just leave them with it. So you've got first aid kits, torches, a little bit of stuff in there as well. So it's all complimentary with the car. We've got the tow ball hung just down the bottom there too. And you got the little back window there as well. The control for that's up in the driver's seat, but you can actually open that window up. Gives you a little bit of ventilation, but gives you access to the back boot as well if you need it. There's a little strap just down here that's going to lift this bottom seat. So we've got a little bit of, try and get my finger under there, a little bit of storage on this side. And we've got your jack tools over on that side there. But very clean up underneath there as well. This thing's been really, really well looked after through the inside here. So obviously being the black edition again, we've got all these black bars with the tonneau cover as well. Show you across that roof there too. Genuine fitted tonneau cover on the back here, so that all lifts up. We've got all the bracing under here there too, so it keeps that nice and watertight for you. But very clean through the back here too. Obviously the chrome bars on the back. There's a tiny little PDR just here from a stone that's flicked up, but it's kind of tucked away, and a couple just tiny little sort of hairline ones through the car. And same thing, that little bit of sun damage there, but not too bad at all, especially for a couple. Car's got a couple of years on it. But 2018, exceptional kilometres on this thing. So obviously through the chassis, you got the fuel tank back there as well. See yourself, this thing has been super well looked after. Spare tyre on the back there too, with stacks of tread left on there. And fuel obviously on this side as well. So as we come around, got the tow bar down there. A couple of tiny little sort of stone chips just on the back, but the wear and tear on these rear tailgates is pretty standard. Same across the top there, just some people putting things in there. We've got the genuine, obviously, Navara lining through here, just that plastic lining. Looks heaps better than just the painted trays because they do scratch up a little bit. You got a little power socket just there, tight end points all through the back. And like I said, you got a couple bars to support that tonneau to keep the weather away from it. Push that back up for you. So reverse cameras in the back there too. Tiny little bit of a dent just here, but again, it's just those sort of common ones that you do see on the trays, stuff like that. Just get that camera right up underneath for you. And a couple of little sort of hairline ones just on the back here through the tailgate. And like I said, if any of that sort of stuff is a concern, let us know. It's always stuff that we can potentially negotiate and potentially talk about. So a little bit of wear just on this part of the tray. But other than that, not too bad. Through here, try and get that on the right light so you can actually see it. So side steps the whole way around. You see the black edition marks as well. So again, there and there. Beautiful through the inside here. Obviously the fitted mats the whole way through. Like I said, any of that sort of stuff we just leave in here for you. You got aircon in the back here too for the little kids or anyone in the back seats. You got solid handles, makes it real nice and easy to jump in and out. And you got them up the top here as well. And down to that driver's door. Again, just a couple of tiny little sort of ones just there. So again, these fitted genuine Navara mats the whole way through. You got a height adjustment here, so short people like me can actually adjust that height up and down. Again, like I said, airbag seats on the front 2 rows for you. And the dash mat there too. Cup holders the whole way around as well. And of course your build plates, everything in there too. We've got 3 keys with this one, so you've got the 2 genuine Nissan ones with the central locking and whatnot, and then we've got the blank here for you as well. So I'll quickly start this one up. Let it do its thing. You get a little welcome menu in there. Jump in. I'm short, so it's going to move that seat forward so I can reach. Alright, so only 64,088 kilometres, so no engine lights, no dash lights, nothing like that, just the seatbelt one because I'm obviously not wearing one, and of course the handbrake light there that's going to turn off as well. Nice little display down there, obviously, of the car. We've got a couple of little different menu options that we can flick through with those guys. Cruise controls all up on the right hand side of the steering wheel, as well as your phone options, so you can answer and hang up from here. And of course your radio options, so AM, FM, AUX, Bluetooth, all that sort of stuff from the steering wheel itself. So radio volume controls, all that sort of thing from up here. Wipers on the left hand side, headlights and everything on the right, blinkers and whatnot. You do have an automatic setting for the headlights, so you can turn those to auto. They're going to turn on and off as they need to, so they're light sensitive. So if you go in and out of car parks, daytime, nighttime, whatever, they're just going to do their thing, turn on and off, just like that. Otherwise your blinkers, high beam, all that kind of thing is all standard with them. All up on the right hand side here, so there's that light bar on the front is right there, so it's wired through your high beam. It's not going to work unless the high beam's on. That's just illegal, the law here in Queensland. You got the traction control, obviously the fuel release just there, and that's that little window at the back too. So push that in, you can obviously hear that. Swing the camera around for you. So that neat little window at the back, operated by that one there. Otherwise your mirror controls are here, so just left side of the car, right side of the car, you adjust that and adjust the toggle as you need to. Central lock and window controls, everything else is all down there for you. We've got these little adjustable aircon vents here, which are just awesome for this kind of thing. So no matter how, what your preferences are with driving around, stuff like that. That little reverse camera on the back, so as soon as we chuck that into reverse, that's going to come up, so you can physically see the back bar there. Once the actual tongue is in the tow bar, you can see that as well. So back into trailers and that kind of thing is an absolute piece of cake. You push this little camera button, those lines are going to disappear as well. So if you don't like them and they're distracting, you can turn them on and off. Otherwise, back into park is going to bring us to the menu. You of course do have sat navigation. It is touchscreen as well, so you got the big screen here. It's all adjustable from your fingers and of course by the actual screen itself. So really nice and easy to control there. Otherwise, your radio option or AUX is going to take you through your Bluetooth and all your options there as well. Aircon controls down here, so it does have cold aircon in this one. Fans controls over here, temperature and where you want it coming out of. Four-wheel drive options are just down here for you. So obviously being a four-wheel drive, but being a dual cab, they are a rear-wheel drive constant. So at the moment it's in two-wheel drive. We can chuck that into neutral, flick that across. So you don't have to lock in the hubs, don't have to do any of that kind of thing. You will see up here, that's now engaged in four-wheel drive, just down the bottom there as a notification. Push that in, go across to 4 low while you're stationary, and your traction control, and now says 4 low down there too. So pretty much instantaneous. If you ever find that it's flashing and doesn't quite engage, you just put it into drive forward a couple meters in a straight line. It's going to let everything engage properly for you. Over to two-wheel drive, and same thing. So absolutely piece of cake, super easy. USB, AUX down here, plenty of storage for your phones. Rear center diff lock there for the four-wheel driving. This one is missing the little cap for the cover for the accessory plug there. Couple blank switches down here and up on the front as well, so if you want to put more light bars or more spotties or anything like that, you can put them here instead of drilling holes in the dash and stuff like that. Obviously got the real handbrake there, cup holders in the middle, another accessory plug in there, and absolutely stacks of handles the whole way around, adjustable seat belts through there, and you do have a little mirror and a light tucked in on that side, sunny holders on the middle, and same thing over the driver's side here too. So absolutely awesome setup, especially with the black edition. Like I said, this thing is ready to go absolutely anywhere. We've got the bonnet release is just down here for you, so I'll pop that for you, take you around real quick. Lift this one up. So that there is your 2.5 litre turbo diesel. Full drive motor as well. We've got a little bit battery there as well. Very, very clean through there. Full dealer service history. And of course, all our cars we do guarantee no write-off history or anything like that as well. So Nick, thanks so much for your inquiry again, and yeah, can't wait to hear from you soon.